So, Mike, what do you got here?
I'm working on my rocket mass forge prototype, which is a rocket mass heater that you use as a blacksmithing forge.
All right, so talk to me about what a rocket thing is.
Rocket mass heater is a heater that you have a burn chamber, and you have an insulated burn tunnel on the inside, which is about that big around. Bring it up to about that far from the barrel, and you have an outer barrel that sheds heat. And then you have that go down, and you go into a thermal mass, which is just a lot of weight, and you actually run a horizontal chimney. Concept is the insulated burn chamber on the inside superheats the air. It wants to rise. When you cool the air on the outside, it wants to fall, so you can actually create a convection current, a draft, that way instead of running up a tall chimney.
So what are the springs for?
The springs are just to help shed heat. It's tools that I'm going to use for blacksmithing, unwind them and use them, but they're also just to help shed heat, radiant heat out. So they're warm down to about here. So I'm trying to get this piece, a heavy piece, heated up using just raw 2x4s. So I'm burning them, creating the charcoal, and then I'm just breaking them off and piling the charcoal in the center. So I'm trying to do blacksmithing with just straight wood as opposed to charcoal or coal.
Unlike this.
Right.
Want to describe this?
This is our bottom draft forge made out of a charcoal grill.
On the other side. We got a squirrel cage.
Got a blower going into a bucket. The reason you go in sideways like that is so the hot ashes and stuff like that fall down to the bottom of the grate have a place to go instead of into your grate.
You have your ASO with a hot chisel that we made.
So I think you're getting some heat.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Pound that out. I'll take this over and I'll pound it out.
Sure. That working better for you?
A lot better. It's like butter. It's like butter.
That's how hot you were getting it before. Feel the difference?
Yep. Alright. Here's my handle.
Do the other one?
The other one out. Now, other one I'm a little confused on. How did Bill call it? The cold shut?
Cold shut. That's a joint that's not welded.
I want that.
Nope. Lose your heat.
Yeah.
Throw it back in the fire. Now your next one should be ready already.
These are discarded from the train. They're tie clips for concrete rail ties. They're kind of a spring steel, so I don't know what kind of steel, but spring still that we can work with and play with. I don't know what I'm doing.
So I'm setting up the blower for the Rocket Mass Forge.
So you got a what?
I got a squirrel cage blower off a furnace to a it's got an adapter for going into a plenum, I think, that goes down to 6-inch. So I nipple the 6-inch down to 4-inch. I nipple the 4-inch down with my professional adapter part here to a piece of.
Hang on, let's get a bit closer look at this one.
So I bring this down to a piece of vacuum cleaner. So I run the vacuum cleaner nippled into a piece of, I think that's 1-inch EMT. And then on the 1-inch EMT I go down to a 3/4-inch EMT and actually have a piece of metal I forged into a spiral pattern act as a wedge. So I could replace these pieces as they burn up. And then I just turn it on. And to control the airflow, I use a piece of board. And we'll just control the airflow. I just reduce what I can intake.
Alright, so Mike, that's a pile of bricks, right?
It's a pile of bricks and landscaping block.
And how much do you have invested in this?
Grand total dollar-wise, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. That's not true. I have a 6-inch duct, a T, and an end cap. So 6-inch ductwork, T, and end cap, which is what, 15, 20 bucks. Otherwise, everything else is free cycle or talking to neighbors, friends, finding pieces and parts and scrounging this. Should be able to grab this, put that in the heat. See the heat going on.